Hello and welcome to Readlang. This is a website that I initially created for myself to learn Spanish. It works with a bunch of other languages. It lets you read articles, translate those words that you don't know, and then work on learning them later. Let me show you how it works. The first thing you'll want to do is set your first language. For me it's English, and the language that you're learning, for me Spanish. And then you need to get stuff into the system to read. The easiest way to do that is to import other web pages. You can import them with the Readlang importer. I've already got it installed here, but let me just demonstrate by deleting it. The way you install it is to drag this button into your bookmarks bar. If you can't see your bookmarks bar and you're in Chrome, you can show it using this menu. There you go. Once it's installed, go to another web page. For Spanish, I like going to this one, meneame.net, which has a collection of popular links. Go to one of the articles. Then once it's finished loading, click the Readlang importer button and open it in Readlang. This generates a plain text version of the article in which you can translate any of the words that you don't know. So I'll click on the words and you can see translation is as easy as just one click. Amigos is friends. Okay, once you've done a bit of reading and translating, go back to the home page. And you'll see that the words have popped up in this Learn tab. Here, there's a flashcard system to help you learn the words. It's very important it contains the context that the word was read in at the top, which provides a much more natural way to learn it than just having a direct one word in Spanish, one word in English. Right, so I've got to guess now what directamente means in English. I guess it's directly. Yeah. If I'm not sure whether the translation is 100% correct or there's any ambiguity, I can click this and get a little bit more information about the word from word reference. For this one, it's pretty straightforward. It's just saying directly. Okay, so I'll save that. And I remembered it, so I'll say perfectly. Información is information. Yep. Puedes. Let's say that I can't remember puedes. It's can. And let's just check it, that what word reference says. Can be able to. This is the infinitive form of the verb. So yeah, it's pretty much correct. I'll just make it a bit more accurate by saying you can, because it's puedes, and save it. Okay. Did I remember it? Let's say almost. Comunidad, community. Yep. It is and. Amigos, friends. Directamente. Sí, okay, I remembered that. Información. And it's always good to look at the context that it came in when you're trying to remember these words. Puedes. Comunidad. And amigos. For me, that was a little bit too easy. I've picked words quickly for the example. Generally, you'll find it takes a bit longer to remember all of them if they were words you didn't know. But anyway, I've remembered everything for now. Let's see. I'll just add a few more words into the to the system to demonstrate something. So let's say I've read a bit more. I've translated a bunch more words. Gone back to the home page. Now you'll see the words have popped up more to learn. But this time, let's go to the Words tab this gives an overview of our progress. So you can see that there's 8 words which are in a waiting area. These are the words that I've just translated. You can see them here. And they're actually ordered in this list by how frequently used they are generally in the language. So in Spanish, grupo is used more frequently than interactuar. So this will be the next one that it prioritizes for me to learn. This feature is really helpful when you've got a very large list of words, because obviously you can't learn 1,000 words just at one time. So it's really helpful to prioritize the most important ones first. As soon as you start learning the words in the Learn tab, they shift down to the magic word machine. This is a system which schedules words for you to learn depending on how well you know them. So the magic part of it is that it understands, based on your feedback, whether you're having difficulty with a word, in which case it will schedule it every day, or if you're finding a word particularly easy, and that it'll schedule it in increasingly longer intervals. This is actually known as a spaced repetition system, but I've called it a magic word machine because you don't really need to worry about what goes on inside. You can treat it as if it's magic, and just it's a really effective way to learn a large quantity of words. If you had, say, 1,000 words in a notebook or on paper flashcards, you would have to spend a long time, and it would probably be very inefficient going through the whole list to make sure that you know them all. With this system, you can test yourself. Even if you've got hundreds of words in the system, it will intelligently pick the best ones every day for you to learn. So I think it's a great way to learn lots of words. So I've basically gone through all the main features of the site. If it sounds appealing to you, I'd love it if you give it a try. It's still in beta mode, but it should work fairly well. I've been using it for the past couple of months, and for me it's really helped. If you have any questions or comments, maybe you think the whole system sucks, whatever, I'm very interested to hear your comments. So thanks for listening, and I hope you give it a shot.